Laura Busby, thanks for taking the time. Crazy game against Army. You jump out to an early lead in that game. Just tell me your impression of it.
Yeah, we scored 2 great goals early on in the match, and that's something that we worked on the day before, so I was proud of them for executing in that way, and then ultimately gave up 3 goals within 10 minutes at the end of the half. So I think that was a bit disheartening to not finish out the half after going up 2-0.
What did you see as you look back at the tape as maybe the issues that caused the 3 goals from Army?
Yeah, we're a little bit young this year. It's a service academy game. I think especially our upperclassmen know what that means and what that looks like. It's just a different level of energy. And I would say that game lived up to those standards. I don't know that we came out necessarily and matched that energy that Army brought on the road. So, quite frankly, I don't think we were strong enough into tackles, used our body to protect the ball well enough in the first half. So I really challenged them at halftime to respond. Despite those 3 goals, I do think they responded in the second half and obviously got the tying goal. So I think it was a good response from our group, but you can't afford to play only 45 minutes in a service academy game and expect to win.
Absolutely. Now you get a little bit of time off. So what things do you want to work on here before you head to conference play?
Yeah, we'll continue to work on final third play. I think obviously there were some improvements in this game for us to score 3 good goals. I think that just showed some improvement in that area, but we've got to continue to be better in wide areas in particular. And then I would say set pieces is not something that we've spent a whole lot of time on in non-conference play, and so we'll dial that in the next 2 weeks since we have the time.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you feel like? I think outsiders. I talk to people in the stands, people watching your team play. I think they've seen improvement throughout your time here in the 3 years. Simply, do you see it?
Yeah, statistically, we have 1 possession in every game. So we're averaging around 60% possession in every game, including this Army game. So I think for that, anytime that you can win the possession battle, which is just the style of play that we adhere to, we just have to finish our chances and be efficient in the final third, and then all of the pieces will come together. I think we have kind of hung our hat on our defensive play, which up until this point has led to shutouts and wins, but to give up 4 goals in a game is uncharacteristic of our group, so we just have to get back to who we are. But yeah, there's certainly been improvement. I've said every year we've taken a giant step forward, and this year's no different.
So you start conference play in a couple of weeks against Colorado State. How are you looking at that? And obviously, I don't know if people are looking at Air Force and saying, oh, we got to watch out for the Falcons.
Yeah, we're in the top half of the Mountain West at the end of non-conference play, which we don't play this week. Everybody else has a few more games left scheduled. So we'll see how it shakes out. But right now we're in the top half. So I would imagine that's different than we've traditionally been going into conference. Certainly if you've watched us play, I think we've dominated in some of our performances so far, so we'll see. I think we always kind of have a little bit of an underdog mentality going into conference, and I'm okay with that. We had CSU on the road last year, and I thought they were quite good, so I do think it's going to be a great opening match for conference, but to have them at home this year in front of our home crowd, I think is a huge advantage. And I know, just yesterday in training, the response from the Army game was huge. So as hard as it is to lose a service academy game, I think having a response and a growth moment for our young group, I think was really important going into conference. So I know they're ready, they're dialed in, and we have a bit of time here to make sure we get it right going into next Thursday.
That sounds good. Laura Busby, thanks for taking the time.
Thank you.